right? So again, this is 2013 January, sorry, 2013 June economics. Let's go straight into it, right? Send your answers in the chat, you know the drill. Number one, which of the following rewards accrue to capital? Which of the following rewards accrue to capital? Again, all of you send your answers. Let's see how fast we can get this out of the way. Right, so yeah, first one, naturally interest. Interest accrues to capital. Number two, an economy is best described as a system where, again, Chanish, Brittany, Karina, send your answers. It is described as a system where what? Resources are used to produce goods and services to meet the needs and wants of society. Yeah, that is correct. Three, which of the following companies operate in the primary sector? So this is correct, right? 2D, resources are used to meet the needs and wants of society. Which of the following companies operate in the private sector, primary sector? Right, yeah. The tomato cultivation is obviously some form of primary related product. It's related to agriculture or extraction, falls into those category. It is primary, right? Tomato. Number four, a student has a daily allowance of 20. This is a question that repeats itself a lot. He purchases a chicken. Where's the opportunity cost? Right? The burger he gave up, right? The burger he gave up. This is absolutely correct. Number five, ABC Limited purchases raw cotton and produces fabric. XYZ Limited buys fabric from ABC and make t-shirt, in which they engage directly. Both firms engage in this economic activity. What do we consider it as? Sorry, both firms engage in economic activity in which sector? Right, yes, the secondary sector, right? The secondary sector, again, the quaternary sector is not even a thing. Number six, an unemployed person accepts a job. What is the opportunity cost of his decision? Right? Unemployed person accepts a job. What is the opportunity cost of his decision? How is the income from the job his opportunity cost, right? That is incorrect. His opportunity cost has to be the next thing he would have done with his free time, which is the leisure time lost, right? The leisure time lost. Number seven. So we have this diagram here. We have this diagram. From the diagram above, what can be deduced from this diagram? What can be deduced from this diagram? Right, so seven, we saying X point X was unattainable. So again, year one is AA, year two is BB, right? Year one is AA and year two is BB. What are we saying about X? Point X was unattainable in year two. That is correct. Absolutely correct, right? In year two, we are operating at point B, which is in here, and the point is out there now, right? Number 8, when countries face the following production combination. When countries face this production combination, a country faces this production combination, X, Y, and Z. Which of the following production possibility curve correctly illustrates the information above? So we got X is production with unemployed resources, Y, unattainable production combination, and Z, efficient production combination. A, D. So it looked like D. So again, X is unemployed, something inside, right? That's correct so far. Oh no, I lost my page. Right, yeah, Y is unattainable, and X is, Z is efficient. Yeah, right, there's exactly D. This is exactly D. Right, so yeah, 8 look like D, it is D. Number 9, an outward shift in the PPC can be caused by, an outward shift in the PPC can be caused by, so we say an improvement in technology. Yeah, that is the most adequate answer. Wages, all of these things here do not contribute to improvement in the quality or quantity of resources, right? Which is the number of labor units that produces the highest average product of labor, right? Average product of labor. How do we find that? So again, this is just asking us here, what's the average product in other words, right? Um, and average product of labor means specifically to labor. So how do we find average product of labor? So again, total quantity, total output divided by the quantity of inputs. So which produces the highest APL? And you guys are saying B, 7. So I trust that you calculate. Let me divide it and see. 372 divided by 6 is going to give you 62. 455 divided by 7 is 65. 496 divided by 8, 62. 531 divided by 9, 59 is 58. Yeah, it is 7. It is 7. You guys know what you're doing. Number 11, which of the following does not affect the efficiency of the farms, right? Which of the following does not affect the efficiency, sorry, of labor? I had out it today, right? So which does not affect the efficiency of labor? So you're saying A, profitability, like we see motivation, yeah, education, yeah, all of those affect the profitability, right? Sorry, all of those affect the efficiency, B, C, and D, right? Economic choices are made because Why are economic choices made? Number 12. Number 12. What are economic choices made because? So we're saying C, resources are scarce while people wants are unlimited. 13. In an attempt to increase the efficiency of its staff, management assigned tasks to each worker. What is this an example of? What is this an example of? This is a question that comes a lot to with specialization, right? Specialization. 14. In a commercial bank, wages and salaries are not paid to whom? In a commercial bank, wages and salaries are not paid to whom? Shareholders of the bank, right? Shareholders of the bank. Yeah, they receive dividends. Right? So one example, this is what, 415 now. One example of a good is what? Again, the shareholders receive dividends. One example of a good is what? A bottle of soda water. A bottle of soda water. Right? Yeah, that is correct. A bottle of soda water. 16. Prices of goods in market economies fluctuate, while prices of goods in planned economies tend to be fixed. The most likely reason for this difference is what? This question again is another one that comes a lot. Buyers and sellers determine prices. Yeah. Buyers and sellers determine prices. Exactly, because this force of demand and supply are what will cause it to change. Right? 17. So we have this table here. It shows us government spending as a percentage of GDP. And we asking you which one of the economies is most likely to be, what is this economic most likely to be? What is this economy most likely to be? Country X, that is. So 17. So yeah, X has a big percentage of government spending as GDP, and that is 89. Plan 18. In country N, the government provides essential goods. However, other goods are provided by private companies. To which economic system does N most likely belong? So you're saying a mixed economy? Yeah, obviously. Both are doing what they have to do. Number 19, which of the following is not an example of a factor of production in a commercial bank? Which of the following is a factor of production in a commercial bank? Yeah, this is another one that repeats a lot. The special saving account. 20, the government reduces tax on carrot. What does this cause the price of carrots to do? Fall by 50%. Sorry, the price of carrot fall by 50, demand rise by 50. What does happen to the PD? Right? What happens to the PD here? Or what is the PD? We know the formula is percentage change in QD over percentage change in price. Our QD in this case is 50, and is over 50, 50 over 50 is 1, right? We did this formula several times. This question repeats itself a lot. So this 20. 21. At which prices are there shortages in the market? Again, shortages occur where QD is more than QS. So what prices do they occur at? 21. Right? 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Yeah, again, human nature, the law demand lower prices mean higher QD than QS. 22. The term money supply refers to what? The term money supplies refers to what? Yeah, the total stock of money, or the total supply, well, in this case, stock of money in the economy at any given time, right? So that's correct. 23. Which of the following features is not a characteristic of perfect competition? Which of the following features is not a characteristic of perfect competition? Many buyers and one seller. Many buyers and one seller. Again, we know the perfect competition, it's many buyers, many sellers, right? 24. Which of the following is usually a consequence of widespread retrenchment? A consequence of widespread retrenchment. Again, retrenchment means persons get knocked off of the job for whatever reason. And they become, is either they become not needed or business just going through hard times. So yeah, a fall in the standard of living. People won't have money on average to buy more stuff. There might be an increased crime rate rather than a reduce. Right, 25. A pure public good can be described as what? A pure public good can be described as what? Yeah, one that is zero priced, because that would tie into the two characteristics, which is non-exhaustibility and non-rivalry, right? 26. What is the equilibrium price? Again, equilibrium is where QS is equal to QD. So what position is that? Yeah, 12. 12 is where QS is equal to QD. 27. Globalization is most accurately defined as what? Globalization is most accurately defined as what? Again, it's not just the movement of people or technology, it's the integration of all of these things: financial services, technology, and commodity. Right? So 27B. 28. Which of the following is true about financial markets and institutions? Which of the following is true about financial markets and institutions? So 27B, where's 28 now? So we say in D, the channel funds from those who have saved to those who wish to borrow. Yeah, they channel funds from those who wish to save to those who wish to borrow. 29. Which of the following financial instruments are issued by the central bank on behalf of the government? Right? Which of the following is issued by the central bank? Yeah, treasury bills. Treasury bills, notes, and bonds are all issued by them. 30. For anything to serve as money, what must cause this? For it to be served as money. I I think that the best answer, if it had to have an answer up here, should have been accepted, because again, money is anything accepted in relation to for a payment, because gold might not be or backed by law, but I guess it's the best answer is up here, backed by law, right? Which of the following items is considered a legal tender? What is considered legal tender? Right? What makes legal tender, or which of these are legal tender? Yeah, the $10 note. Um, what with fractional reserve banking system is one where banks hold reserves of less than 100% of what? There's a question you don't really see. A fractional reserve banking system is one where banks hold reserves of less than 100% of. Yeah, they're deposits. They're deposits. Make a note of that. Remember, the bank will hold a reserve of something less, usually sometimes 10% and even less, maybe 30, depends on the bank, right? They will deposit that amount and the rest will be loaned out. So it's less than 100. 33, Joe Brown sells his produce at the market and saves his money until he has enough to buy a tractor. Which of the following functions of money is money performing in this case? So he sells his produce, save money. What is money performing there? Store of value. Yeah, he's storing his money as value. The organization responsible for the regulation and control of the financial sector is who? The central bank, right? The central bank. 35, which of the following is a function of the commercial bank? Which of the following is a function of the commercial bank? Right, so yes, central bank responsible for the financial sector. 35 was a function of the commercial bank. So you're saying B, accepting deposits. Yeah, all of these other ones are functions of the central bank rather than commercial. 36, which of the following is not a financial institution in a country or in an economy? Trade union. Trade union, yes, that is not any type of financial institution. It's just a group of people coming together for their common goal, especially in relation to a job work or something, right? The job market. 37, the government of country has been accumulating a fiscal deficit for the past 3 years without any surplus. What is this known as? Yes, correct. It's known as their national debt, right? 38. The nominal flow labeled Y refers to what? So we have households and we have firms, and firms are passing down something here to households. What is it? What would firm give to households? If you know the circle of flow of payment, you would know that is factor payments, right? Or factor income. 39. Which of the above can be used to reduce inflation? What can be used to reduce inflation? Right? Um, what can we say can be used to reduce inflation? Again, to reduce inflation, we have to reduce, with this question comes a reasonable amount. You have to, oh no, this meeting might cut off. Right, I'll stop the share.